भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
I offer my humblest pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Respected elders, dearest brothers and sisters, Om Sri Sai Ram to all of you. On behalf of the Region West, I'd like to warmly welcome all of you and acknowledge Swami's presence, who is in us and around us all the time. We are privileged, very, very privileged, I'd say, to have amongst us a very world-renowned speaker in the name of Dato Jagadeesan. Uncle Jaga, some call him. Brother Jaga, some call him. Dato. So when we say Dato, I didn't say Mr. Jagadeesan. So it raises some questions in terms of why Dato. So he has been honored with a title from the Malaysian royalty, something similar to a knighthood or a say that the Queen would give. And it's a tremendous pleasure of us to have such a distinguished speaker with us. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Jaga, Dato Jagadeesan, and Jenny Monson, who is our national president. Why was he given the Dato title? He contributed a lot to the Malaysian society, contributed a lot to the economic development of Malaysia. He has been, when he was full-time employed, a former Deputy Director General of Malaysian Industrial Development Authority, a very huge position of authority. Like I said, he is a world-renowned speaker. He is a world-renowned author as well, written few books. I remember reading Journey to God Part 2, Journey to God Part 3, and then instead of Journey to God Part 4 came the fourth dimension. If you have read that, it's quite an interesting book. And he has written various articles and comical things in the Malaysian newspaper. He has been contributing until 3 years ago, and he's compiled most of those articles into a book of values, which has been printed and distributed around the world. Motivating speaker. He is one great motivator, very dynamic, as you would soon find out. If you've heard him before, you know he is dynamic. When I first heard him back in New Zealand, I really got inspired by the way he delivered his messages with profound clarity of the understanding of Swami's messages. And I'm sure it had strung a few chords in my inner being as well. So thank you for that, uncle or brother. He is still, I understand, a consultant to the United Nations for Economic and Trade Development. He is a founding member and advisor of Friendship Group for Interreligious Service and Sathya Sai Baba Central Council of Malaysia. Recently, he's been appointed as the chair of the International Sai organization to the Public Outreach Subcommittee on Interfaith Activities. I regard Jaga as the floodlight of spirituality. When we compare ourselves, me in particular I can talk about, as a very tiny little torch. So we would look forward to hearing from him today, inspiring us and lighting the light of wisdom in us by sharing some of his thoughts and experiences, and in particular, covering our most desired topic of this day, of how to connect with the Formless Sai. As well, during his delivery, I'm hoping that he would inspire us how to be motivated and how to motivate the team around us, so we can all walk this journey to God together. Without further delay, I'd like to welcome Jaga to inspire us.
Sai Ram. Oh, I'm happy to see the hall a bit full. When I came, there only were 10 people here. But I always thought to myself, you know, Baba says 1 pot of cow's milk better than 5 pots of donkey's milk. So I thought, okay, I got 10 pots of cow's milk here at least. I see the cow's milk have increased a bit. Turn around. I'm going to tech support. Can I turn this thing a bit, face me? Is that right? Without destroying your system here? Okay? Okay, fine. Great. Okay, actually you got an amazing talent here. Now this gentleman here, not only is he a harmonium player, a singer, he is doing the sound, he's doing the IT stuff, everything, all in one. Like those days they have the band, you know, where the old guys playing the drum, playing the thing like that and everything. You know. Well done. Dear brothers and sisters, I've been here before. To this city. I'm not too sure I've been in this hall, I don't think so. Okay. And I'm very thank you, brother, for the kind introduction. I've seen some familiar faces here, some faces I've known for long time. Little Red Riding Hood there, you know. And when I just come back from, I've just had a 3-week session in New Zealand and Fiji. Then Jenny and Brother Neville asked me to come here to cover the few things here. So I sent them a list about 15 odd topics, okay, which I can speak on. Oddly enough, this particular group chose the topic that's not my 15 list, okay. And they said that, what's the topic? What the topic says? How do you get close to?
Connect to the Formless Sai.
Connect to the Formless Sai. I said, gee, that's a thing. So. But fortunately, I've talked about this kind of topics also, though I didn't include it in my 15. So, how do you get close? You know, this is the entire question. Close to the Sai force, you know. But here, what I keep telling everyone now is, we are actually now in a new age now. We all of us, the dawn of a new era of Sai. The new era of Sai is like this. Like Christ, you know, we had BC, AD, you know, before Christ, after death of Christ. We got AM now, after Mahasamadhi. The AM is like a new dawn of, now we are 5 AM now, a dawn of a new era. An era where no more the physical form of Sai walks this earth. And now we cannot go to Puttaparthi, you know, and say, Swami, I want your blessing. Now the blessing is available to everyone. Anytime. You need not be sitting on the veranda to connect with Sai. Now, every one of us equal chance. From the world president to all of us, okay? But the question, how do you make the connection? How do you make the connection that you know that Sai will respond? So dear devotees, and I want to thank Peggy for the incredible arrangements she's made, okay, all over Australia. And I want to thank a young man called Vignesh who's sitting at the back there. He's flown in from Sydney, ex-Malaysia. I see some Malaysians all here, imported products here, sitting here. The tabla is another Malaysian import. Vignesh is there, Malaysian imports. I hope you guys leave some talent in Malaysia, okay? So I want to share with you today this question now. But before I do that, as I told you, there's Sai is in a new era. And there was an incredible shaking up of the Sai movement when Swami's Mahasamadhi took place. Of course, he showed us he was going to go, by action and by words, and he was getting more and more frail and had been in the hospital. And then we heard the news he's left his physical form, and a huge shock resounded around the world. And many leaders went to Prashanti, but I didn't go to Prashanti. I realized that my job was to stay, what can I do there? Stay in Malaysia and support the devotees. So I mentioned this earlier today to the youth. We had a big, massive, 3,000, 4,000 people came into a big hall. We invited the public, we're going to have this event. And there, many non-Sai people flooded the hall. Many religious leaders whom we were working with were there. And I didn't actually start crying when Swami passed away. Because I always felt Swami never left me. In Malaysia, I go to Puttaparthi and see him 1 or 2 weeks we're there. But back in Malaysia, we got to tap the cosmic Sai. And so I was tapping the cosmic all the time. So whether he's physical form or non-physical, we tapped the cosmic Sai. In this big conference we had, there's one lady, we invited some religious leaders to speak. There's a Muslim lady who was there from the Islamic University. And she came and she stood in front of all of us. I was the last speaker. And she thundered this message. You know what she said? She said, "Why are you all mourning?" We were stunned. Here we are having a memorial for Baba. It just passed away 3 weeks ago. And she's saying, "Why are you all mourning? Where is this great being gone?" She said. He's left his home, his body. And he's gone into your homes, he's gone into your body, he's closer to you now. Oh, that was a stunning thing, she said. Okay. And the first time tears came in my eyes. Here was a Muslim lady who understood the cosmic Sai better than many thousands of Sai devotees were crying away. So I went up, when she finished, I went to the stage and told her, "Ma, you brought tears to my eyes." But I was trying to comfort so many, but Baba had to comfort me. So he comforted me through this song, okay? This is the after Mahasamadhi song I'll share with you. So 3 ohms. I'm not a musician, okay? I'm just a road singer, So you must follow my Sudhi. I can't follow your Sudhi. How can I love you more, dear Sai?
How can I love you more, dear Sai?
Than I have loved you before. How can I love you more, dear Sai?
How can I love you more, dear Sai?
Now they say you are no more.
Now they say you are no more.
How can I love you more, dear Sai? How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? Than I have loved you before. How can I love you more, dear Sai?
How can I love you more, dear Sai?
Now they say you are no more. Now they say
you are no more.
In the breeze I will feel your gentle touch. In the breeze, in the breeze I will feel your gentle touch. In the stars your twinkling eyes. In the moon I will see your gentle face. In the moon, in the sun your beaming smile. In the sun, all together. How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear? Now they say you are no more. When will we see your smiling face? When will, as we have seen before, we will see your smiling face, my Lord. We will. I will see your smiling face, my Lord. I will see in my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. In my heart. All through, right through. How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear Sai? Now they say you are no more. In the breeze I will feel your gentle touch. In the stars your twinkling light. In the moon I will see your gentle face. The sun, your beaming smile. How can, oh dear Sai, than I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear? Now they say you are no more. When will we see your smiling face as we have seen before? We will see your, I will see your smiling face, my Lord, in my heart forevermore. In my heart forevermore. How can I love you more, dear Sai, than I have loved you before? How can I love you more, dear Sai? Now they say you are no more. In this case, the topic you asked, you spoke about, how do you get close? The cosmic side everywhere, no? Feel the breeze, you feel him. The sun, the moon, the stars, this is the Vishwarup of divinity, the cosmic form of divinity. The 5 elements. That's one level. But since I've got another 1.5 hours more, I could continue, you see. So, let me continue. So, the how factor, how do you get close, you know, this cosmic form? I would like to also add the when factor. When should be. Options up to us, you know, really God is full of options, you know. We can do today if you want to, tomorrow, or we get older, when you retire, now no time, you know. When you retire, I'll talk about getting close to God, okay. Now I'm too busy. So whatever happens, Sai says, take it as my will, God's gift. No complaints. Whatever happens, Always smile and say thank God for the lesson and move on. I can imagine now this funny thing, Baba said this, take whatever happens as my grace. So can you imagine someone, some devotee, new devotee reading Baba's book so Baba can solve all my problems in life, He comes to Sai Center and he sits at the back of the hall and someone says, Baba says, take everything that happens, as my grace. Hey, everything that happens my grace, this problem I'm having is your grace. God, do me a favor. Can you pass the grace to someone else, okay? I don't need this type of grace, okay? But do you understand what does he mean by that? How can we consider, from normal human understanding, the problems that come to our life as His grace? You see, devotees, I've had tremendous shocks in my life, incredible. As all of you saw, those of you know the history, I've had my late wife had passed away. On the day I left Puttaparthi, bowing at Swami's feet, and when I go back to KL, my dead body is lying there. Then my youngest son, 21-year-old, died of a tragic way that I won't want any parent to face. And yet, if you go to Malaysia and ask them and see, they'll tell you, have they ever seen me wavered one step? We understood the karmic consequence, what's happening. His life is there. And so a very strange thing happened here. I was already invited to America at the time. It's under the track program, I think. I was going to talk about the Vedas. And that particular session in America was put together, was organized by about 32 Hindu organizations. Very interesting. 32 guys got together for me to come and talk on the subject. Now, why would 32 guys in Hindu all get together? No, because if I was some sort of priest or a sadhu or from one particular Indian group, they won't invite, all of them won't cooperate. But this Jagadeesan crack fellow, what is that? He comes and talks, he sings songs and goes away. He's quite safe, He's not getting followers into his group. In fact, once I was told, by the Sai groups, somebody organizes the thing, this big Hindu function. 1,500 people, and they told Jaga, don't talk about Baba, they know you're Baba devotee, so they may think they're trying to get them to Baba devotee. So don't mention Baba. I said, okay. So I went on and said, I've been asked not to mention about Sai Baba. And I said, listen, in Hinduism, Baba, Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam, Guru is my Guru, So if accidentally I mention in them, please forgive me, okay, And I said, listen, one thing I want, please, I don't want any of you to become Baba devotees. That's thunder. Because the enough Baba devotee is not following his teachings, okay? Don't add to the number. I got a thunderous applause for that. That's the truth, devotees. We're not here to, Baba can get his devotees, he doesn't need our help. We need us to evolve ourselves and become better, in our own tradition. So anyway, what happened was, so they had organized this 1 month after my son passed away. Huge thing in 32 organizations got together. And okay, everyone thought I'd cancel this trip. And according to our tradition, the way he passed away, my son, 21 years old, we had to have 3 months of prayers, every evening, 3 months. And everyone thought, I said, no, the 32 organizations got together, if the Sai function, then I can't let them down. I'm going to go and come back. So I went. When I went there, many people came to greet me as I entered the hall. I could, as if they hugged me and greeted me, I could see in their eyes, the pain they were going through, reflecting mine. So I went on stage and I said, listen, we're going to talk about the Vedas, we're talking about destiny. This is actually Veda in action, I said. All of you know what happened to me. All of you know my son passed away. Why am I here today? Why am I not sitting there mourning? I'll tell you why, I said. This is actually spirituality in action. No, spirituality is not for the books, okay? I know one thing, I said. My son had his own karma. His own karma, last birth, this birth, his karma is there. And I got my own karma. But we need the light. I need the light. Why do I need the light? Why do all of us need the light? Because we cannot see around the corner, We cannot see what's going to happen 1 hour from now, next day. We need a divine light to show us the path. So we don't fall into the pit, into the holes, into the rocks and the bushes, and cut ourselves, okay? We need that light to guide us. We also know one thing. As we walk along this path, beside us, there'll be the father, mother, brother, sister, sons, everyone is beside us. And they'll fall. They will fall. When their lines are over, they finish. Once it's like a play, Romeo and Juliet. There's a famous, I once took part in Romeo and Juliet, and I played a role of Tybalt. Tybalt, was a very handsome, dashing looking guy, who fought sword fight here, and then he died halfway through the play. Okay, I'm dead. You can't say, hey, I want Jacob, I want Tybalt back. No, my lines are gone. I have no more lines, No more lines, you got to go. Likewise, the devotees, all of us one day, our lines once over, we go, finish. I told him, my son's lines were over. My wife's lines were over. So he had to go. I can't cry and bring him back. Omar Khayyam said, the moving hand writes, having writ moves on. Now the question is he's gone. But I know I still need the light. My lines are not over. I need the light to guide me until one day my lines will be over and I will fall. At least now others, I give an example of others. That just because we're involved in spirituality, just because we're doing seva, whatever we're doing, doesn't mean you get any special privileges, okay? You're wiping out your karma, that's all. Look at every great saint in the world. I tell people, are we greater than Christ? My God, how he suffered, okay? What about all the other great saints and sages of the world? No one had a very soft, comfortable life. They went through great suffering. But they held that light in their hand and they became a light for others. So this is the destiny that all of us face. So dear devotees, therefore how do we say now, if they take it, Baba says, this is where the lessons start here. Can I use this whiteboard? Or should I put it here? So, this is a current debate. Now likewise now in the life of the devotees, is a huge accounting thing going on. Why are we born? Whenever the debit exceeds your credit, you're born, finish. Whenever your debit exceeds credit, you're born. If you balance your book, you're okay. So we haven't, none of us here balance our books, okay? So what happens, we do good, okay? We do good, we get a plus. Credit, credit, credit. But we do bad, and we get debit, 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 debit. And when our debit exceeds our credit, we are born. Because we got to wipe out all this stuff here. Question is, how do you wipe this out? How do you not balance the books? Now, accountants will tell you different way. This is spiritual balancing, balancing books, okay? So why does Swami in every religion ask us to do service to mankind? Every debit you do represents some negative thing we've done in the past, okay? By thought, word or deed we've done. Every good we do in this life begins to wipe out, this. So now, what happens is, what we don't know is how long this is, It could be few pages, You don't know. So every birth we're born, there's a big warehouse of karma in a warehouse. And every time we're born, we may just bring one barrel, We don't know how many, half a ton still waiting for us. Anyhow, so but how do you balance the book fast? The thing now. So what we do? So we do good. We do good, credit now. Credit, credit, credit. We're doing good. And then, but we realize, oh my God, and people, Swami, I want moksha. Devotee is saying, I want moksha, kaivalyam, I want to merge with you. It's a dangerous thing to ask God, okay? My God. I'll tell you about the letter, okay? And we want moksha. I asked someone, hey, what is moksha? Liberation. What is liberation? Who's tying you down? You see, this is the funny thing about moksha, Everybody wants moksha without knowing what it is. For example, if I ask you, what is this? You all know what it is? Okay? Alright. If a guy comes from the forest, and ask him what this is, what will he say? A guy from the jungle man comes in, what does he know? Does he know what it is? He doesn't. If I ask him, what is this? A watch? He'll know what is this? I don't know. So, but once I show him one example of a watch, then every other watch, however shape it is, however color it is, he will know, I know a watch, okay? A pen, every you'll know, okay, generally we know what it is. So we only know something, we know what it is, okay, but moksha, you don't know what it is. So what do you want? We'll talk about moksha toward the end, okay? We'll keep that now for the KAV. Remember, remind me to finish the moksha story at the end, okay? But here we are now, devotees. So we have now all this credit we're doing, seva, seva. But can you imagine now, some fellow will does 1 year seva, once a year, Baba's birthday. Fine, it's okay. That's all. The other guys are not trying to do seva like that, no? And then another problem with this particular thing, there is account, in the accounting books not there, but there is a subsidiary account section. It's called, I don't think in the accounting language is there, right? Subsidiary account section. Now, it's very interesting, eh? Subsidiary account section. Brother, is there something called subsidiary account section in the accounting? No, huh? Huh?
So later,
He'll tell me later confidentially. There it is. So you do seva here. But the moment you do seva here, with the view that you want some reward, recognition, name, fame, automatically goes here. You got your credit already here. You already got your benefit here. So anything, that's why I tell all the greatest people in danger of such, their main credit being going to subsidiary account, not in the main account, are leaders. Sai leaders are in greatest danger. Because, dear devotees, you go to, let's say, a group of you go to the old folks home or wherever you go, okay. Who is the person who gets all the fame and name, you know? The leader. Oh, brother, Devendran, please come. No, please come, Devendran. Oh, Jenny, the president, oh, then they'll announce, we want to thank brother Mr. Devendran for coming and helping us and thing. They want to thank Mr. Devendran, can you please accept this flower as a gift, Jenny, all the other, no one cares for other guys, no one knows their name. For them it's perfect seva, totally selfless. But Devendran now is caught now. He's caught in this web. Now, how he receives it up to him. Whether he moves it here or leaves it here. How you take it. You think, now, now, So it's a very, very subtle game here, to surrender the action we do without getting attached to it. The name and fame means nothing. And this is the danger of Sai leaders also. A Sai leader, when he's a leader in Malaysia, I'll tell you, everyone who steps down, you step down, don't step out. Many leaders say, step down and then, okay, now let's see how the other fellow does. I won't do anything. Let's see how he does. So what nonsense is this, You step down, you don't step. If you step out and stop doing everything, then you're only there for the position, not for the what you want to do. So never step out. No one dares step out in Malaysia. They're doing something. The President's High Council now, Billy Fong, who was only President's High Council, now he's Vice President now of the one of the subcommittees. No one steps out. So like that, devotees, this is, now then, where is the other thing? How come my problems are God's grace? You don't realize what he's trying to do. When any problem you have that you are suffering in life is, you're not doing enough credit to balance your account this side. So suffering comes. Every suffering you take wipes out. So he is balancing the book both sides, Every suffering that comes, you take it like that, walk through. The thing is cancelled. Every good you do. So that's how the book is balanced. But if suffering comes to you and you curse everybody in town, okay? Then finish, you add some extra, there's any negative. There's no separate thing to take you. You add on, keeps on going, So that's why I says, take it as my grace. I am now, one interesting story I tell you. Many years ago when I was just got in Sai movement, I met somebody in Whitefield, one Dr. Modagowda, I still remember, I don't know what happened to him now. Incredible man, this guy he's got psychic visions, and he knew about things, about what I told my wife, the neighbor is telling me, things like that. He knew things, and Baba talks to him, all kinds of stuff, this guy. And he is born in this, he's in the area where they built a temple for Prema Sai already, and he told me an incredible story, this fellow. He told me that they were building the temple. That time I was new devotee, he was building the temple, Prema Sai, they were They had built, the structure, they put the cement, everything. And on that day, the clouds began to gather, And if it starts raining, the whole building, all the work will collapse. So he went up to the top of the building and told everyone, carry on working, and they all singing bhajans, carrying on. He's standing there and praying. Then he said, he's telling me the story, it rained. I said, wow, okay, so what happened to your prayer? It rained, but a circle around that building was untouched. Rain was falling all around, he said, except on the building. Now, he's telling me the story, and I'm thinking to myself, what a story to tell me, He wants me to believe this, that kind of thing I'm thinking. Then this guy knew that I was thinking like that. I didn't see it. I said, wow, fantastic. I said, gee, tell the story to someone else, Then I'm getting up and we're going. Then there were other people. Then he met one of his colleagues from his area. Hey, come, he said, hey, this is Mr. Jagadeesan, from Malaysia, Hey, brother, I told him what happened when we built our building. He said like that. This other man, oh, Sai Ram, what God's grace, the rain came and didn't touch our building. Wow, that was fantastic. This man verified that. So that's the kind of incredible thing that can happen. So anyway, so he told me that, then he told me what incident happened. There was one man in his center, his village, whatever it is, who was a very great thing, but the man is sick, he was having heart problem, lung problem, this problem, kidney problem, all kinds of problems, and then they were very suffering greatly. And then he used to pray to Swami, Swami, please Swami, cure this man, he's such a valuable asset to our group, please help him, let him. And then one day he told me, I'm standing in front of the altar and praying. Suddenly a light came on Baba's picture, and Baba said to him, hey, how selfish you are. He said, Swami, what do you mean? I am praying for another man. Hey, you want me to cure him? Do you know what he has asked me? He said, he has asked me, Swami, if I have future births to fulfill, let all the suffering of future births come to this birth, and let this be my last birth. I'm giving him his wish. Wow, what a thing, So when everyone thinks this guy is so sick, he must be a very bad devotee. Actually, Baba is giving him, this thing. Because he's asked to cancel this thing, See, all the suffering now he's facing. So many problems he has. So he was so stunned by this, I finished my prayer and ran over to his house. He's lying on the sofa talking to someone. I said, brother, I must talk to you personally. He said, what is it? No, please go ahead, tell me. Then he told him what happened, I had to pray and Baba said this. And you know something? This man started crying. He said, what's wrong? He said, this is exactly the prayer I made to Swami. Now I know that Baba is giving me what I asked for. It's an incredible reconfirmation. So then sometimes we think, the negative happens, oh, it's a bad thing. No. Actually, that's how he's wiping out this thing. He's wiping out this. And for him, classically, wiping out all the illness. One more story I tell you, Baba said. These are very relevant things. See, spirituality must be very practical and not something for satisfaction. Spirituality has no meaning. Here's a story that Baba said one day. Some of you may have heard the story. Arjuna and Krishna were walking in the forest. And how many heard the story? Arjuna and Krishna walking in the forest. How do you know which story? I'm sure they walked in the forest many times. Exactly. I'm sure Arjuna and Krishna walked the forest many times, okay? Everybody put up the hand. How do you know which story? So, they were walking in the forest and came noon time and they're a bit hungry already. So they came to a clearing where there's a huge house, a rich man's house, And the rich man was having a big feast and everyone. Then both of them stood there, at the door, hoping that they'll be invited to partake in the feast. But the rich man saw the fellow, but they ignored them. Oh, these two travelers, forget it. They were there. Then after some time, Arjuna told Krishna to Arjuna, I don't think we're going to get anything here. So let's go. So as they moved to the edge of the clearing, where this man's house, Krishna turned and said, I bless you with more and more. Okay, Arjuna got very angry inside, what is, that fat cat never gave us anything, and he may not have said fat cat, but I mean, I'm paraphrasing it. And Krishna's blessing, okay, he's God, okay, he's got a good heart, never mind. Instead of cursing the fly, he blessed it. Okay, anyway, so they walk, finally they came to another clearing. Small hut, where a husband, wife, elderly couple are there, and they are living virtually hand to mouth, food every day. The only precious thing they had in their life was a cow, which they would get milk from. The only thing that they had. Then they welcomed Krishna and Arjuna, and they gave them tomorrow's food. They had they cooked and gave them, and they gave them and milk, everything, and then they satisfied them, and then they say Krishna left. As Krishna moved to the edge of the forest, he turned. Arjuna said, Krishna, bless that lady with so much, please bless them. Krishna said, may the cow die. Arjuna got stunned, Krishna, that's why they put you a stone god, heaven's sake, he said, what kind of god are you? That fella, fat fella, didn't do anything for us, this lady gave everything and just said, may a cow die, the only thing she's got. Hey Arjuna, he said, you don't understand the way of divinity. This couple, the only attachment they have in this life now is this cow. I've cancelled the attachment. I've given them moksha. God's definition is different. And that is why we must understand this. Take everything that happens as my grace. Whole thing, the Krishna turning and telling the cow dies, grace. So this is how we must go to look at life, understand it. Okay? Now, Sai's entire life message, his speeches, writings, all about only inner transformation. To get close. To what? To whom? Close to whom? Close to Baba? Where? In Puttaparthi? Close to Krishna, Rama, Murugan? Where? To whom? Where? How? To whom you want to get close to? And if you're close, how do you know you're close? Because I got 5 Baba's pictures in my pocket. So I'm closer to him than you. You only got 1 picture? Oh. If you went to Puttaparthi, yes. How many times have you gone? 5 times, 10 times? I see. Baba call you for interview? No? Oh, he called me 5 times, That's all they say. That means I'm closer to him than you. Oh, Baba materialized anything for you. He gave you how many interviews? 5 interviews he gave you. Oh, I see. He didn't materialize anything? He didn't materialize anything for you? Why, brother? He materialized this for me, Hey, I want to burn you now. It's kind of nonsense thing people have, Anyway, close to what and to whom, It's a question we ask ourselves. If all of us sincerely follow these teachings, we have enough. Actually, frankly, I tell people nowadays, Baba has given us enough teachings to get us moksha 5 times over. Only thing, please don't do it. Don't follow his teachings, okay? Continue with negativity, continue with backbiting, continue with fighting each other, continue, because if all of us follow the teachings properly, and all of us get moksha, this hall should be empty. And Jenny won't have an organization lead in Australia. And when I come next time, nobody else, only Jenny and me and Devendra. Why are others? All after last session, brother, all of them got moksha already. They'll never invite me again, okay? It terrifies me, The question is, do we really want to follow his teachings? Everybody now wants to go around looking for other gurus to guide them, and when Baba's already enough, But I tell people one thing. If any of you feel that Swami has failed, this avatar, the Kali Yuga, after 30, 40 years, 50 years of telling us, has failed to give us enough teachings for our life, then go and seek other masters. Go and seek other manifestations. As far as I'm concerned, and millions of others, as I told you, Baba's given us enough. Get moksha 5 times over. But only thing must follow his teachings. So now how do we link it? How do we link that to now? So we have had so many sadhana camps, so many retreats, we have had. Oh my God, retreat people are really retreating and not going forward. I think many retreat people end up retreating, because they have after retreat more fights are there, Why didn't you look at the food properly? You can charge the food as not. Then they'll have post-mortem of the event. Not in Malaysia, they don't have post-mortem. Post-mortem is not meant to kill more people, okay? Kill them and contaminate, So so we have so many retreat conventions, I tell you. The question is, what's the result? Actually, frankly, so many retreats, so many conventions, all of us must be close to moksha already, okay? We all should be enlightened souls, lights walking along the earth, okay? Giving light to mankind. But we don't do that, okay? We treat every retreat, really we retreat and sometimes we end up in worse things. I've had sessions in Malaysia, now I tell people, hey, after retreat, no postmortem, okay? Don't go and kill more people after retreat, any item here. So let us not lose heart, okay? One more session, no harm, you know? No harm. And you're having another one in September? September, I must tell you this. So I've been asked to announce it also just in case. Remind me of this. There is Dr. Suresh Govin, okay, a very brilliant young man. He was the president of Sai Council, now he is education coordinator for the zone. And he's also in the POC, Public Outreach Committee. He's in charge of community engagement, okay. Now, they're having a joint national SSE camp and service retreat. Service retreat, okay, good. Will take place at a school in Mulamba on the 30th September to 3rd October this year. And its sub-theme is unity is divinity. Swami will be laughing, you know. Unity is divinity. Okay. Our goal is to unite our Sai family and local community in Mulamba at our Sai school, our key nation building service. So please, a keynote speaker is Suresh Govin, and then he's a brilliant speaker. Okay? Local keynote speakers also attending, and I've already told you. So a lot of subjects going to be there. So anyway, keep your time. Basically, the message here is that they'll give you all details, I'm sure. Message that keep your diary free. So if it's 30th to September 3rd October, that means from 29th you got to go there possibly, you know, and probably get home on the 4th. Anyway, so this is is there anything else I should say, ma'am? Okay, right. So anyway, so no harm. So next one week September, so more chance for us to retreat, okay? so make it simple, Huh? Now, not just only what Jaga says, what does he know, you know. So let me not look at what Jaga says. Let's see what Swami has said, okay? I'm very particular. I always tell people, Jaga, people think they're listening to you, what you're saying. Hey brother, people don't even listen to what Swami is saying, you know. So why should I worry they don't listen to me? See, you tell you what it is. I've been to sessions, you know, where in India, Swami is for 2 hours, you know, giving a thundering speech, you know, thundering when Anil Kumar is translating like crazy. And then end of I do an experiment, you know, I've done it a number of times. I wait about 3-4 hours after the event is over. Then I approach one Sai sister, for example. I approach my sister. How was Baba's speech? Baba's speech? Brother, it was so fantastic, you know, brother. What Baba spoke, you know, brought tears to my eyes, brother. Swami is so wonderful. Very good. What did he say? What he said, What he said, Same thing lah. Love also, all help, ever heard, never. Yeah, notice. Baba is thundering away. All they love also. Everybody is enamored in the form, in the outer thing, not in what he wants us to gather. It is the message he's trying to give us, okay? That's why it's not implemented. So if I say thousands of people don't, I say, he's Swami himself doing his best, what can I do? So let us see what he says, okay? He gives 10 principles. You know 10 principles, okay? If you don't know 10 principles, then just refer the books. But too many, 10. So Swami did, okay, I give you 9-point code of conduct. So all of you know Australia has launched is what STP, is it? So can you imagine now, special camps are being held now. Special camps are being held for the devotees of the avatar to see how to speak softly and lovingly. How to not to talk ill of others behind their back. Special camps have been planned for this. When Christ did 10 commandments, did he have special camps to work out each commandment? Thou should not covet your neighbor's wife. Okay, special camp for that. How not to covet your neighbor's wife? Honor thy father and mother. Special camp to honor thy father and mother. So anyway, good they're having camps, okay? So now more people will be transformed. So let us reduce to 8. 10, 9 a bit difficult now. So future camps there will be 7, 6, 5, until no more teaching necessary, So we will reduce all this. Swami himself became so compassionate. So Swami said, but can even the avatar of the Kali Yuga transform us? Can he transform us? That's very interesting. So people think, Baba, no. I tell you what Bhagavan has said, okay? Pleading like a crying mother. Baba once addressed foreign devotees sitting in the mandir. He said, this hand of mine can turn earth into gold. This hand of mine can turn rock into diamonds. This hand of mine can turn heaven into earth, earth into heaven. But this hand of mine cannot turn your heart to God. A stunning thing when I heard that again. He's not telling this to thousands of people, the foreign devotees who have spent so much money and time to come to Puttaparthi. He says, this hand of mine cannot turn your heart to God. Hey Swami, then why did you come here for? Didn't you come here to turn our hearts to God? What does that mean, devotees? Moving our body from your country to Prashanti Nilayam was not turning your heart to God. It means you got enough money to buy a ticket and you enough leave to spend time there. What about thousands who can't fly to Puttaparthi? Thousands who can't fly, simple people, who can't take leave also. So that means also definitely it is not moving your body from your house to your Sai center every week. The physical body of movement of bodies, is not transforming heart to God. So how? What is he telling us? Then, as omnipresent divine, he has said, he once, he was sitting down. This Kasturi, Professor Kasturi told his story to me. He said, Jaga, once, many years ago when I arrived in Prashanti, in Puttaparthi, one of Baba's relations had passed away. His cousin or something had passed away. And Baba sitting there, and Kasturi used very colorful language, He was surrounded by a sea of sorrow, Kasturi told me. And as I stood there, I also knew that man had passed away. So as I stood there watching the sea of sorrow, eyes was moved. Baba sitting there very nonchalantly, and a tear came to my eyes. And then Baba told Kasturi, he says, hey Kasturi, why are you crying? If there's no birth and no death, how can I pass my time? Pooh! Devotees, who would say such a thing, Only divinity and someone who should be committed to the lunatic asylum. That's it, no other choice. No other being in a human history talk like that. There's no birth and no death, how can I pass my time? And devotees, this particular avatar now, who says such fantastic things, he says, you are divine. Once he says, how can I turn your heart to God? Then he says, he says, my darshan must flow to you and through you to the world. That is the challenge. My darshan must flow to you and through you to the world. There must come a time, and the time has come, when people look at my devotees, they must experience my love. They must feel my love. At that time he was still there. Now the time has come, dear devotees. So basically, what are we now? We are lights of love walking around, We must be able to give the love so people see, wow, Sai devotee. In your office environment, where you do your work, they must experience the love. Love means what? Not just love your neighbor, hang with everybody. Love your work, you become such an efficient, productive person because you are a person of divinity. In your families, your friends, your family members may not be Baba devotees. They may think you're a crackpot following Baba, but they must love you, Yeah, what a fantastic person you are. So this is the challenge now, dear devotees. How can we get his darshan to flow to us and through us to the world? I must tell you one little story of mine, okay? This is something always, we never know how we affect people's lives. I'll tell you a real one story that moved me greatly, okay? 2006 to 2012, I was doing some work for the Japanese government. I was senior economic advisor of the Japanese government to help a country called Zambia in Africa. And I was contacted by Japanese government to do a program. So my challenge, Zambia was very, very poorly managed at a very low economic rate. So can we use the Asian model to help this country to come up. So myself, my wife, both were on the contract for the of JICA. JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency. And we went to Zambia. We were working with I was working in the President's office with the investment center, working with them. Tremendous work we did, okay. And we got very close to the leadership there, okay. All Zambia is 90% Christians. Okay. Then halfway through the Zambian assignment, in Malaysia, about 2 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before I left for Zambia, I was detected with a massive heart problem. Doctor said, Jaga, if you fly, you'll die. So no, you must do an open heart surgery. Okay. So what I did was I wrote a letter. I couldn't fly. No. So I wrote a letter to the Zambian people. I was working with the president's advisor. His name was Jack Kalala. I said, Jack, I'm so sorry that I can't. I'm going to go to heart surgery again. So I tell you what, guys, if I survive it, I'll come back. Okay. If not, goodbye. I wrote a letter to them, and I sent an email. Then fantastic things happened, okay. The doctor told me don't fly. I quietly booked the next flight, went to India, saw Baba. Baba said, hey, go into operation, nothing happened to you. Came back to Malaysia, did operation, and within about, then was 6 weeks later, I flew back to Puttaparthi. Baba came to me, hey, how's the operation? He asked me, That was incredible, it's a long story, that one. So then when I came, I wrote to the Japanese government, the Zambian government, advice, and I said, dear guys, good news and bad news. Good news, I survived the heart operation. Bad news, I'm coming back to Zambia. And you know, this gentleman in the president's office in JICA, in Zambian president's office, he wrote me an email. He said, dear Brother Jaga, we all have been praying that you should recover well and come back to us. Then he said something so incredible, tears flowed from my eyes, He said, Jaga, as blasphemous as this may sound, you coming back to Zambia is like Jesus Christ coming back to disciples. I cried. I cried. That means whatever work I was doing, somehow the love had touched them, you see. And I thank Swami, thank you Swami for what you have made me become. Addition to the work, they recognize the love. How can a Christian say such a thing? At that level of government, I'm a very, very senior man. So this is the challenge we have facing us. How to get close to God. That's the way to get close to God. You already got it. Now when if someone tells you that, okay, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, what else is there? My darshan must flow to you and through you to the world. That's something Baba has told. Now, you must ask yourself now, are we such darshans? Now, after Mahasamadhi, it's critical. They must see thousands of Babas walking on the earth. Need not wear orange robe, So you ask me, how can you metalize Vibhuti? It's morning session. I said, why in a metalize Vibhuti? You can buy from the shop. So can we dare to be divine? The message I've given to Malaysia is this, not everyone. Hey guys, you say Tattvamasi Aham Brahmasmi, that I am dare to be divine. You must dare to be divine. Only the brave can dare. Which means you create a responsibility to yourself, and the people around you, your family, your friends, your parents. People must see you as something different. Then you are Sai. If you make same as 1,000 other people over there. And then only thing is love. To give that love energy. So, how many have followed this great call of Sai? Let me share with you what he has said.
First question, let's go.
First put a question
Who
yourself.
am I? Who am I? Who am I?
Put a question to yourself. Who am I?
ఆ క్వశ్చన్ దూరం చేసుకుంటున్నారు.
You are away from that question.
Who are you? Where did you come from? What is your name? ఇది అడుగుతున్నారు కానీ who am I? Who am I? ఎవరైనా వేసుకుంటున్నారు క్వశ్చన్?
We have forgotten our true identity. We go on questioning, who are you? What's your name? Where do you come from? Do you ever question yourself, who am I?
బయట వారు ఏ విధంగా ఉన్నది who am I? మొట్టమొదటి తనం తాను తెలుసుకోవాలి.
Outsiders may say any 1,000 things, but no, who am I?
నీవెవరో నీకు తెలుసుకుంటే అతనెవరో నీకు తెలిసిపోతుంది.
If you know yourself, you know the other man.
I am man, he is also man.
I am man, he is also a man.
I am God, he is also God.
I am God, he is also God.
ఇంత సులభంగా తెలిసిపోతుంది.
It's quite an easy way.
ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ వేసుకో.
First put a question
Who
yourself.
am I? Who am I? Who am I?
Put a question to yourself, who am I?
The devotees, that's the answer. Do we understand our own destiny? Who am I? Who am I? And Baba says, I am God. My darshan must flow to you and through you to the world. What do I should do? Oh, I see. All these kind of little technology tricks I never know. So, Sai calls it parabhakti, okay? Great devotion. How many of you know about the 8 flowers of worship? Swami says, not flowers you pluck from the garden, but we can offer from our hearts. Flower from the garden, then how can we offer a flower? Swami says, worship God through one's virtues is far higher an advanced mode of worship. I'll tell you what it means. Everybody is happy to offer flowers and wither away in a few hours. All the time we do. So how do we prevent the flowers that we offer not to wither away? Dear devotees, one methodology is this. Answer: offer plastic flowers. Those days they could not do it, The time of Krishna, Rama, they could not do it. I think 150 years ago they could not do it. Now we can do it, Flowers, that's one methodology. But there could be other methodologies also, So, Sai says Guna Archana. Guna means a nature. 8 flowers of worship. When the priest in a Hindu function or in a Hindu temple, in the end of the function, they offer flowers, and all the flowers they then just offer. Mandram pushpam samarpiyami, You offer all the flowers. I offer to you, God. We offer, actually, my meaning would be the flowers you offer come back to you, That's all, okay? But today, can we offer parabhakti and offer 8 flowers? This is not just real flowers, they offer all. Many of you heard this. If you listen carefully toward the end of the prayer, the yagna, they offer the flower, they say, Mantram pushpam samarpayami. Offer this to you. So, then look at the 8 flowers, okay? Now, you'll see the words in italics are JJ's words, others are Swami's words again. Ahimsa. Indriya nirgham, means sense control. What is sense control? To be like the Mushika of Ganesha. You see, all of us wonder, how come people Hindus worship rat, Crazy Hindus. It's a vahana, the vehicle for Ganesha is a rat. Tourist fellows those days seen a rat, an elephant. One step in the rat is pancake, okay? How can that be a vahana for Ganesha? But really, that vahana is symbol. Swami has talked about this. This rat, actually, is the one that will really go around and take the food every time he wants to uncontrol the flow. If you have a little room in your house, the rats around, you have a big bag of rice, the rat won't stand in front and eat the rice. They'll go back and slowly take the rice. After you take it away, the rice is empty. You have half a bag is empty. So Baba told once, and he said, the rat, Ganesha, represents time. Time is like a rat, dimpling at our lives, So he said, hey, watch your time. Number 2, a rat, any food will go for it. But here we have in the Ganesha, the rat actually represents us. Really, rat actually, the vahana of any of the Hindu gods are we. We are the vehicle of the gods. And today is a different session when we talk about the details of all that, but just give you a glimpse of this. So the rat is standing there holding in his hands a modaka or some sweet. And then all the food around, but the food not touching it. He's standing there and looking at Ganesha. Message is be like that rat. Sense control. With all the temptation around you, control your senses. Focus on divinity. Sense control. First flower we offer to God. Second flower, Sarva Bhuta Daya, compassion to all beings. The difference between compassion and pity. Pity is someone you walk along the road, somebody falls, instinctively you're going to help. You send the pity. Compassion is what? Actually, I think it's a common passion, I call it. That means, you know there are people suffering. Not next door to you. No poor fellow is next door to your house, okay? Far away. To go and seek those who are suffering. To seek the needy, for that is compassion. So I tell some people in Malaysia those days, guys, move away from service of need. Move away from service of convenience, service of convenience, and move to service of need. Hey, let's go, what we must give a report to our Sai Center chairman, we'll give a report to Peggy, what we're doing. Okay, let's go to the old folks from nearby, Okay, let's go and give them some food or give them clothing. No one has gone and seen, did they need it? What is their need? I remember once I went to, in Malaysia, there's an orphanage called Pure Life Society, run by one, like Mother Mangalam, she's like a Mother Teresa, very dedicated whole life, to orphanage, runs ashram. So one day I went there, and she said, Jaga, can you help me? Yes, ma, what is it? Come. She took me to a room, unlocked the door, opened the door. The room is full of clothing, I said, what is this? Jaga, people donate clothing, We don't need. But what to do? We have to accept it, they'll think we're too arrogant. So we keep it here. Can you please take it and give it to others? There's in economics, the term called, it's a marginal returns. That means if you're a classic example, marginal return they use, it's a man in the desert, he's one glass of water, 100% marginal return, marginal benefit he gets. Second glass of water, he's dying, Second glass, 50%. Third glass, marginal benefit is 20%. Fourth glass, he'll vomit the water out, okay? Likewise now, some seva being done, where people are vomiting out what you offer them. And it's a classic example of this. So go, what kind of compassion should we have, not devotees? Go where no one else is going because so difficult, so far, so dirty, so inconvenient. Then you become the hand of God, When you go there, they must say, only God has sent you. That is compassion. I still remember once in Malaysia, we were doing service, There's a fire. And the fire had burned down a lot of these homes around. And immediately I told my people, okay, we had clothes off. The fire is ultimate destruction. So let's give clothes. And then we packed the clothes, every clothes. I said, listen guys, don't dump every clothes you iron, you wash, you put in a plastic bag. Every clothes iron, put in a plastic bag, Then we take it. So I went to that particular hall, huge hall. There was a government servant from the, social welfare department. He was there, sort of supervising the place. It went at night, okay, 8 o'clock something. Then he said, yes, what do you want? I said, no, well, we've come to offer some food and clothing. Okay, food you can give, but I don't think they want clothing, he said. I said, well, how do you know? Everything is destroyed. No, you see, we give them clothing, they're not touching it. You know how they give clothing? 3 gunny sacks, full of dumped there, the clothing they're giving them. Ask him to go and take. I looked at him, He was a governor, I was a civil servant myself. Wait, my friend, you watch. We put all this iron clothing, with packet all on the table. Within 10 minutes, they took everything out. Everything disappeared. I said, my friend, listen. Their house is burned down, not their dignity and their pride, heaven's sake. Don't destroy their dignity and pride. You give them things as though you are there, how would you want them to give a gunny sack like this? Of course they would. Would you take it? I said. The fellow put his head down again. Unfortunately, I'm a senior civil servant also, so I can dare talk to me, not shout back at me. So that's it, the compassion. That's compassion, okay? Fourth, Shama, forbearance. Forbearance. Oh God, give me a break, so difficult, so difficult life. How do we have the forbearance to bear? As Shakespeare said in Hamlet, the arrows and slingshots of outrageous fortune. Can we do that? Take kind of forbearance. Take whatever others say, Be smiling. The classic example of forbearance I give you, there's a very nice story here. Two Two fellows, driving a car. Driving, they come to a bridge, narrow bridge, long 1 mile narrow bridge. That bridge can only take one car at a time. Two fellows are coming. At the center of the bridge, half mile, they meet. The first fellow puts his windscreen down. Hey, I don't give way to fools, he says. The second fellow puts his windscreen down. Don't worry, sir, I always do. And he backs the car up. Question is now, who is the fool? If the second fellow also said, I also don't give way to fools. Two fools sitting in the bridge, But now, how many of us can do that? Somebody confronts you something bad, you just reverse the car, finish. Husband and wife, classic example. Who will reverse the car? So argument is there, then 3 days not talking to each other. Reverse the car. So in my house now, depends, my wife and I, who? She always reverses the car. Though I don't have a car now, she does the car. Okay? So she got to reverse it. Shama, forbearance. So difficult to forgive people. So difficult to tolerate that nonsense. I cannot stand that chairman. So I'm not going to the Sai center. I'm going to the other center. I say, hey, why? You're praying to the chairman. You're praying to Baba, I would say, Just because you don't like chairman, what do you want to say? What's wrong with you, They think by the way the chairman will feel he will be brought down if you don't go. Crazy kind of thing. Shanti, equanimity. Thy will be done. Whatever, I tell people, that is, to youth I was talking today morning, I told them, how do you know God is inside you? See a picture of God? No. Devotees, I tell you what's the ultimate, for me, the litmus test. Baba says, the definition of my devotee is someone, in an early letter he wrote to his brother. Letter he wrote to his brother, he said, the test of my devotee is one who comes victory, defeat, joy or sorrow is always even. Samadhi. Samadhi is not something you get after you die. Samadhi means sama buddhi, equal mindedness. Can we maintain living samadhi? Then it's a flower you offer. Now somebody says something, you get so angry and I'll fix you up, I've been sick. How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you do nonsense again. So how can we have thy will be done? But you know what we do, devotees? We go to temples, Sai centers, churches, mosques, temples, and say, oh Lord, Baba, oh Muruga, oh Jesus, thy will be done, oh Lord, thy will be done. But please do it this way, okay? And they want God to do whatever they... If the God doesn't do how they want, it's okay, next temple is there, what is there? Now Sai center is not there, I'll go to east or west, I'll go north, south, wherever. This is so people understand. The next flower, fifth. Tapas. Tapas, cleansing of impure thoughts. Harmonizing of thoughts, words and deeds. Trikarna Suddhi, it's called. Trikarna Suddhi. Purity of thought, word and deed. See, people say harmonizing of thought, word and deed is easy. I hate the fellow thought. I go and tell him I hate you and I punch him. I've harmonized my thought, word and deed. I harmonized, Brother, I believe in this harmonized thought, word and deed, I tell you, I told him off and I punched him. Okay. The Sai devotees are great guys, Okay, all of you, you are great guys. One day, one came to me, Jagadeesan, 9 code of conduct. Fantastic, Baba gave. I said, I'm very happy. Why suddenly you're saying it? You see, Baba said, don't talk about others behind the back. You know what I did? I went to the fellow and told him in his face what I think of him. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I told him, brother, right? I didn't talk in front of him, I told him. I said, I see. Do you know the one before that? Brother Baba said, if you know one, it's good enough, anymore. Before that, always speak softly and lovingly. But now, next one. Brother, I always speak softly and lovingly. That useless people, That lady, that man, do you know what he's doing? So I tell people, softener of speech does not refer to the volume of your voice. It refers to the intention of your words. I tell him, a snake in my house coming in the grass now is hissing very quietly, it's vicious and poisonous. My dog barks loudly, when I come, full of love. So it's not the volume of your voice. Some people naturally speak loudly. Some people can't even speak loudly. So everybody, they think, oh, I talk softly and loving. Don't talk loudly. Okay? Talk softly. See how people mistake Baba's thing. Trikarna Suddhi, thoughts, words and deeds. So I was asked one day in Puttaparthi to talk on this subject recently. Trikarna Suddhi. I said, whose thoughts is it? I tell you. Very simple, I said. Not your thoughts. Our thoughts are like crazy. Swami's thoughts. And he has Swami's words. If you take Swami's thoughts and Swami's words and make this your deeds, finish. That's pure Trikarna Suddhi already. Nothing else. No it's to think high philosophy. A Mahatma is one, Baba's quotation. A Mahatma is one whose thoughts, words and deeds are harmonious and one. But remember I told you how fellows can distort this, okay? Harmonious, I told the fellow of him. Dhyana, next, meditation. Not sitting in a posture and trying to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. True dhyana, Swami is saying all this, is recognizing the presence of God everywhere. In manifesting the awareness, spiritual awareness, in every bit of work we do. So can we manifest that? That's real meditation. Meditation is not, I always tell people, meditation is not the posture of the body, the state of mind. It's not sitting down and 5, 10 minutes, half an hour. It's when your whole day, can you keep that equanimity, that particular peace and happiness, then you are in meditation. Example, before we begin any work, we should begin with feeling that God, the work is God. Swami is saying this. That's why in India, every time the driver gets into a lorry, he'll pray first, steering wheel. They do everything. Before the musicians play, they'll touch and pray, everything is God. After that, they'll forget God. Barely during the time they do that. Not you, brother, I'm talking about other. Krishna Vishwarup. Swami says, meaning, what's the meaning of this? The whole creation is existent within him. So, feeling should not be, Baba says, the feeling should not be not that God belongs to you. Don't feel how God belongs to me, Baba says. This is exact Baba's quotation. Ego. Then is ego. Pandavas felt this. They won the war, but this ego, God, Krishna belongs to us. But this pride attitude brought down their own destruction. All of you know how the Pandava, the clan, destroyed itself. Feel that you belong to God. This is called Parabhakti, the Gopikas. Total surrender. We belong to God again. Then same God belongs to everybody. So that's the jhana. 8, Satya, truth. Speaking the truth. Now speaking the truth, Swami says, is Laukika Satyam. That means worldly truth. The low order of truth. The truth for the moment. But truth is truth, isn't it? How can there be a different type of truth? Now people may ask, okay, Jaga, truth is truth. I know. People say, so one day I had to demonstrate this, I was having a big session. Here truth is a deeper connotation. Truth in the real sense is that which is ever changeless. Trikala Sangha. Trikala means 3 times. The times of past, present, future is all merging in one. Doesn't change. Eternal reality. That is the truth at the highest level. But in terms of truth really means God. Okay, truth is the form of truth. That's why in Hinduism they say Tat Tvamasi. Sat is truth. Okay. Sat Chit Ananda. Truth is God. So, but there's another interesting thing here I'll share with you about truth. There is, in the scriptures they talk about moving from truth to truth. Truth to higher truth. And how can it be? Truth to higher truth. Truth to truth. So one day I was having a big session, the youngsters in the hall, and I called 2 youngsters up. I called one child who was about 6 years old. Hey, come. Then I whispered to the child, do you know what is 2 minus 1? I don't want to catch the flow without knowing it. Yes, uncle. How much 2? 2 minus 1 is 1. What is 1 minus 2? Blinking a while. So I said, very good, you wait. Then I called another boy who was 10 years old, 11 years old. Come here. So come here. What is 2 minus 1? 1. What is 1 minus 2? He said, minus 1. Negative 1. Ah, very good. Now I asked her, okay, now the young man is going to tell her, okay, son, what is the word 2 minus 1? 1, uncle, 1. What is 1 minus 2? Uncle, 1 minus 2 cannot, uncle, cannot, he said. Ah, very good. Then, here, what is 2 minus 1? 1. 4 minus 2, he said minus 1, negative 1. Now, watch. I'm asking all of you now, truth. You see how Maya is so powerful? Was this boy wrong? No, from his perception, his level of understanding, that was truth. As he evolves his consciousness to another level, he begins to understand another level of truthness. So that is the meaning of the statement in Hinduism that says, from truth to higher truth. And the truth is one, it is your level of understanding will determine how you perceive truth. So this is just the 2 minus 1, 1 minus 2 theory, you know. Okay. Dear devotees, now we have come to the 8 flowers, okay? In all 8, how come no love and faith? 8 flowers we have given you. No love and faith, and how come? Which you all think so essential. Baba says, love and faith is the basis of all. Baba says. The very life breath. If no love and no faith, you will not offer the flowers in the garden. If you want to offer the flowers of God without love and faith, you won't offer the flower itself, okay? So, without love and faith, you will not offer the flowers of virtue. It's called Guna Archana. Guna Archana means no offering we do for God, okay, in the Sanskrit. So Guna, offering your Guna, your nature to God. So dear devotees, for those who find the 8 flowers will offer. Ooh, can't remember the 8. Too much for, so we need a shorter version. So Swami in his compassion, you know, don't forget your whole theme is how to get close to God, okay? So closer we need now, we go to, Baba has given a fast track. Baba has given a fast track to devotion. What is the fast track? He said, give us 3. Can you imagine? He's reducing another thing, you know. Okay, you plus can't remember 9. One day he said, I know you can't remember 9, okay, I give you 3. Deva Priti, love God. Sangha Nidhi, fear sin. Papa Bhiti, fear sin. Sangha Nidhi, promote morality in society. 3, I give you 3. Now the funny thing now, love God, or you know, okay, what does it mean? Okay, love God doesn't mean love the God picture and the altar. Can you love the God and everyone? That's the meaning of real love God, okay? Oh God, I love you, God, I love you, God. I hate that other lady, you know, but I love you so much, you know. I hate the other relation of mine. I can't tolerate them. But God, I love you, I love you. I tell people, hey, listen, you can take a million, in our hearts, you know, there was this invisible beam, you know, a light, invisible light beam. You can take a million people in the heart, the light beam will never go off. Take one person with hate, the light goes off. In darkness. One person, that's all. It cancels everything. That's why Swami said, love all, serve all. He didn't say love somebody, you know. They were pretty love God. Love God, love the divinity in everyone else. Papa Bhiti, fear sin. But the question asks people, hey, why should you fear sin? Because most of the time you are doing sin, you are enjoying it, no? Which fellow does sin is suffering, okay? They are enjoying the sin. No, fear the consequence of sin. Fear the sin, actually, tell you, God has a great plan, you know. If you do something wrong, a hand from heaven doesn't come and knock you on the head, okay? If the hand from heaven came and knocked us on the head, for every time we did something wrong, the world will get moksha overnight and creation will stop. So God says, hey, I always tell people, it's like this now. When you do something wrong, it's a pendulum, you know, to life. You push the pendulum one side. The pendulum is going there, you know. You don't know when it's going to come back and hit you. Then you go and one day you do something good. You go this side. No benefit also. And then you go there, you push the side. So what happened? Left and right, all pendulums now are still waiting to come and hit you. And one day you go to a temple, you go to a service, you do something good, you know. Suddenly, BAM! Car accident, okay? And you hurt yourself. I'm going to Sai Baba center. And how come, you know what, I got accident? Your friend, relation tell you, I see, you go to Sai Baba center, you get in trouble. So like that. What you don't realize is, the pendulum you swung is coming hitting you now, okay? So you never know when it's come back. So therefore don't fear the consequence of sin. Okay? And don't sin actually is not really the devotees, you know. What you do, you want to rob someone. That all you've got to know, local prison is there already, you know. You know what the sin says in the Vedic thing, you know? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsyara. 6 sins. Lust, anger, greed. These are sins of the mind actually. Lust, anger, greed, selfishness, pettiness, backbiting. These are sins that put us in the karmic prison. Not the fellow robs. Rob, you go to jail. What is that? So for example, what do you mean by that? Okay? The sin. Swami says, by the way, just to tell all of you, how to escape from sin. Can I tell them how to escape from sin? I'm sure. Okay. Baba says, we do sometimes deliberate sin and accidental sin. Okay. So what is accidental sin? You say something in all innocence to someone. Without knowing, you hurt that person deeply, you know. You have sinned, okay? You have hurting another person. You walk in the grass outside and there's a grasshopper there at night. You don't see the fellow. You step and kill the fellow. You're taking a life. Accidental sin. But if you look at a person and I tell you, then it's not accidental sin, it's deliberate. Or if you look at the grasshopper there, got him. That's deliberate sin. So Baba says, how do you escape accidental sin? Take this, I do it every time, okay? Because God knows how many accidental sin I do every day. Every morning and evening. Chant the Gayatri Mantra 3 times when you go to bed. So when you lie down, I do a big prayer before I go to bed. I mean, Gayatri Mantra is only part of my prayer, okay? I lie down, I just ask my wife, you know, I make sure all the gods are aware I'm going to sleep, you know. Hey, I'm going to sleep, look at me. No chance of them not knowing. The moment I get up, some people when they get up, you know, they say, all the demons come and straight away. Say Sai Ram and say a prayer. I say a long series of prayers before early morning, the morning I get up. I sing 1 bhajan, 2 bhajan, 3 bhajans on top of that, okay? And then Gayatri Mantra some more. So I make sure that God, Devas are aware, hey, I'm up, you know, watch out, okay, fine, I'm getting out now. So I make sure that, so that's what I do. So this is fear sin. Section Sangha Nidhi, promoting morality in society. This morality in society, Swami says, give a definition, it's fantastic, you know. It's not just morality, value kind of thing. He says, if there are people in your area, environment, who are suffering, and you know suffering people exist, and you have the ability to help, and you do not help, that is divine immorality. He defined that like that, okay? Divine immorality. So this is 3 he's given us, okay? Okay, wow, this was so difficult, you know. So then he said, okay, I'll give you another 3. This 2 how to say, you know, you love God, love God will love everybody. Oh, so difficult, you know. That person, I feel happier hating that person rather than loving that person. So Baba knew, okay, I give you something else, he said. See how compassion is. Alternative, no? This is alternative. How? Satyam Bruyat. Speak the truth. How many of you heard this word, Satyam Bruyat? 1 person, 2 person. Satyam is something Baba talked so many times, you know. You know why? This is a speech Baba gave, you know. What Baba said also. Satyam Bruyat. Speak the truth. Priyam Bruyat. Speak with love. The final one, fantastic one. Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam. What does that mean? Never speak in unpalatable, unloving truth. Never speak a truth that hurts someone. Simple example, Sai Center itself, you know. That chap, somebody didn't sing very well that day. So you got 2 choices. And you know that person doesn't like you. And you never showed any love to that person. You wonder, hey, how you sang today? Can't ping better. You hurt that person. But you want to correct that person also, the guy must sing well. So what do? You know that he loves that person well. Hey brother, tell him he didn't sing nicely today, help him. Then the person loves, go and tell, they'll accept. Very simple, you know. So what do you want? You want a heat or light? So many methodologies of doing things without hurting someone. So never speak unloving truth. These Sanskrit, I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, I don't know all these words. You know. So what I did, how to remember this, you know. So I made it into a song. You know, everything, you know, the entire Bhagavad Gita of song form. So now I teach you the song, Satyam Bruyat song. Hello? Attention. Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Satyam, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Priyam, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam. Speak the truth, my friends, speak with love, speak the truth with love. So say Sathya Sai. Never speak a truth that hurts, my friend. Let love be your guiding light. Love be your guiding light. All together now. Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Satyama Priyam. Speak the truth, my friends, speak with love. So say Sathya Sai. Never speak a truth that, one more time, never speak a truth that hurts, my friend. Let love be your guiding light. Let love be your guiding. Let love be your guiding light. Satyam Priyam, Na Bruyat Satyama Priyam. Very simple. How difficult is this? Yet it's difficult. Yo, I don't like the fellow, I must scold him. So to practice all this, you must remember, That's why I make this into song, so I can remember, So let us now make sure what are the 8 flowers we offer, wants to offer, okay? Let's see. What's the first one? First prize for her. What's the game you have here called what? The one the guy put the white blue board with all the money coming out, no? Second one.
Sense control.
Sense control. Indriya Nigraham. Very good. Need not know the Sanskrit word, okay? Now you know the meaning and practice it. So. 3.
Compassion for all beings.
Hey, compassion for all beings. Tang! The prize goes to Sarva Bhuta Dhyadaya. 4. Shama, meaning forbearance. 5. Flower. Shanti, peace, equanimity. 6. Cleansing. The tapas, tapas is the purpose of cleansing, okay? Inner cleansing. 7. 7 flower.
Dhyana.
Dhyana, meditation. Okay, constantly thinking of divinity. And the last one, Satya, truth. Dear devotees, these are the flowers we offer to God. Now remember this. So need not remember in Sanskrit, remember in English. That's why I give the English meaning. Now, those who cannot remember the 8, so difficult. To get God, to get close to God, must remember 8 things. Brother, how to get close to God? 8 things. So, let's try with 3, okay? Thank you, brother. This is Vignesh, okay, the man who's coordinating our visit, okay? Give him a big hand, okay? I've given a clue, Deva, Priti, meaning love God. Pava, meaning fear sin. Sangha, Nidhi, meaning morality in society, promoting man in society. Okay, oh, very good. Dang! Then, now the other 3, which in case you find loving God difficult. Okay? Satyam, Proyat. Next one. Last one. Na Purisa, okay? Love God. Satyam, to tell the truth. Priya, tell with love. Never tell untold truth. These simple principles, to get closer to the divinity within yourself, that's all. For those who cannot remember and practice even the 3, there is still salvation. Next birth. No hurry. No hurry. These are not mine. I am only a spokesman for the person who did all this, my wife, okay? Nalda, give a big hand for my wife. She did a great job putting all this together. I just put this in next birth, then she put the monkey there and again. Wonderful. I don't know how to do this. She refused to tell me how to make the monkey laugh on the screen, okay? So dear friends, for those who find all this too difficult also, follow one thing in life. I'm telling the youth now mostly. The final shortcut, ultimate inner transformation. Honor your father and mother as divine, that's all. Revere them, honor them, make them happy. That is the ultimate shortcut of all. Today I was telling the youth, if your parents when they pray can tell God, God, thank you for this wonderful son. God, thank you for this wonderful daughter. What have I done to get such a wonderful son? Enough salvation for you already. But most parents in the world are crying now, They're saying, God, what sin I did last birth to get a fellow like this, okay? If I got a car, I can change the car, the fellow I cannot change, okay? Ultimate. I was an atheist for 32 years of my life. In the 30 years, I tell the youth, 32 years I didn't pray to God. I thought God didn't exist. Nonsense. I was a strong anti-Sai Baba. In the 30 years, I only one God in my life, my mother. I'll never bring tears to eyes. Whatever I do, will mother happy, and then I do it. I didn't realize that God's grace poured through me to me and made me incredibly successful through my devotion to mother. So hope you'll find manifest this greater inner transformation. So I tell the youth nowadays, dear devotees. Nowadays I find sometimes youth, parents pass away. The guys sit around there, the son is crying. Oh, Baba, you're going, Amma. I feel like slapping the idiots again. When the parents were alive, they didn't care for them. Now they're crying. I tell the youth nowadays, don't cry after your parents have gone. Make them cry when they are alive. Cry with joys, ananda, tears of joy must come to their eyes. That's the challenge for you. Make them happy, your son, daughter. Never let them think, how my son should be like the other fellow, Or the daughter should be the other daughter. So again, many messages I convey through songs again. This song now dedicated to that ideal. Don't cry for them when they are gone.
Don't cry for them when they are gone.
Don't cry, Mama, when she's gone. Don't cry, Papa, when he's gone. Don't cry,
Papa, when he's gone.
don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry for them. Don't cry, Mama, when she's gone. Don't cry, Papa, when he's gone. Don't cry. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Honor your parents every day. Honor your parents every day. And that's the hope for the world of today. That's the hope of the world of today. Serve your mom and pa every day. Serve your mom and pa every day. So they thank the Lord day by day. Thank you, God, for this daughter divine. Thank you for this daughter divine. Thank you, God, for this noble son of mine. Thank you, God, for this noble son of mine. How they love and care for me every day. How they love and care for me every day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. All together. Don't cry for them when they're gone. Don't cry, Mama. Don't cry, Papa. Don't cry for them when they're gone. Honor your parents every day. That's the hope for the world of today. Serve your ma and pa every day. So they thank the Lord day by day. Thank you, God, for this daughter divine. Thank you, God, for this noble son of mine. How they love and care for me every day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Bless them, Lord, to have the same one day. Don't cry for them when they are gone. Don't cry, Mama, when she's gone. Don't cry, Papa, when he's gone. Don't cry for them when they're gone. Yeah, devotees, this actually is the easiest way to get God's grace, you know. To have, cherish your parents. Swami has repeated this again and again and again. He himself was a role model, you know, as an ideal son. He told his mother when he was young, I will never leave Prashanti. And until his last, he kept his word. His mother wanted a small school. He built universities for free education thousands. His mother wanted a small well in Puttaparthi because the people are going so far to get this water from Chitravati. He get thousands of miles of water for the poor. His mother wanted a small clinic. He built super specialty hospitals. Swami exceeded parental expectation. Today, many youth, thousands and millions are falling far short of parent expectation. And at least they don't do it, they're bringing tears to the eyes of parents. Parents whose life they built with honor and dignity are being brought to their knees in shame. Parents who looked after their children hoping that one day they'll be there, look after them, abandon them and go overseas. Parents who cry when the child is born cry with joy when the child is born is crying with sorrow later in life. So one of the great challenges in the Sai movement now, I'm now pushing now, other than interfaith unity, is a program I call the Hope Agenda. H-O-P-E. No more Father's Day, Mother's Day. No? That's incredible. The only shopkeepers benefit from that. Nowadays what happens, once a year Father's Day, they buy a card and they put that, dear Papa. The idiots can't write their own words. You know? Somebody else writes a word and I love you, and give one purse to the mother or belt to the father. And the father and mother start crying, oh, my son has given me this thing. No. And then they put that card, you know, they put that card, that Father's Day card, on top of the television set, you know. You know why? So the guests can come. My son sent me Father's Day card. My daughter sent me Mother's Day card. My children dare not give me Father's Day card, Mother's Day card. We launched a massive thing called the Hope Agenda. Honor our parents every day. It's a massive program we launched. And it's a program. Sometimes we say things you think is going to happen, nothing will happen. We must drive the agenda. Okay? So this is the thing, I think this evening, tomorrow I'm talking about legacy. Yeah? Is it tomorrow legacy? Good. Yeah. I hope you all come for the tomorrow session. Okay? Because I'm going to talk about the legacy of Sathya Sai. What is the legacy now, dear devotee? Let me ask you a question. I said I'm going to give you all a copy of the document I put on Swami's lap. About September 2010. I thought it's going to be here until 2020, you know? Like all of you. Swami, for many years I used to wonder, Swami, what is your legacy? What is your world legacy? So you're not avatar for India, I said. What is the world legacy? I asked myself. Then in the veranda, I put on lap the document legacy and I said, Swami, what is the world legacy? I said, in the years to come, I asked him, what should the leaders of the world, people should come, what should the world people thank you for, Swami? I said. Surely it can't be for your two I told him, surely it can't be your two super hospital in India, I said. Surely Swami cannot be your two, of course, I took a risk of being thrown out of the ashram, you know, but that time Swami is very fragile. He's very fragile. He's pushed in a wheelchair. It's very, then I didn't realize, September 2010, 2011, April, and Swami, surely it cannot be your two super hospitals, your world legacy. Surely it cannot be universities in India. Surely it can be a water project in India. So what is your world legacy, Swami? I said. In other words, Swami, I said, what should the world thank you for? For the work of your devotees. By your act you will be known. By the service you will be known. By act, Christ said this. Not by the talk, Baba's avatars. Who cares? Devotees. So I told Swami two things. And this I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Two massive crises facing the world that didn't exist tomorrow. And Swami has talked about this and we have ignored it. And his legacy must be transformation of human consciousness. So tomorrow I'm supposed to finish now, right? Okay. So, everybody, let me stop here. So tomorrow we should talk about, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, yeah. We talk about the legacy. What is the legacy? And please come and listen to this. And you do not agree with it. I haven't listened to this, so I'm listening it now. And you see whether you agree. What can we do to fulfill a mission that hundreds, you know what, I have a vision of mine, dear devotees. Vision of mine, when I thought Swami is alive, you know. I had a vision that leaders of the world, politicians, leaders of the world, and religious leaders would go to Prashanti Nilayam, not because they are Baba devotees, because they want to thank the avatar for the work done by his devotees in their country that has transformed the nation. But now, Baba's not. So now I'm hoping now that leaders and religious will go to Prashanti Nilayam and just bow their heads. Thank you, Baba, for the work your devotees have done to transform my nation. And devotees, this is the vision. Dear devotee, what are we doing now? We are doing 1,000 things that 1,000 other NGOs are doing, we are also doing. Poor feeding, all of the good stuff, I'm not saying it's bad. But we are avatars people. No? I ask myself always, when I was early in Malaysia, when I began to move around, Swami, here we are doing all the same thing the 1,000 NGOs are doing, you know. Are we the specially stupid people of the world, blessed stupid people that God must come as personally and tell us to do what 1,000 other NGOs are doing? What's wrong with this, What is it now? Transformation, Swami. Transformation, human consciousness. That's a big challenge. It's not easy, To go and give food and come back is easy. But to transform human consciousness, that needs the light. Your light must touch the hearts of others. His darshan must flow to us and through us to the world. So this we'll address tomorrow. So let me finish with the final bhajan. Can I finish one bhajan? But anyway, I've given a small gift, okay? Actually, my wife organized all this. I get all the credit. So this is a picture. Pictures, you got 1,000 pictures, I'm sure. More pictures you got, you're closer to God, right? But after Mahasamadhi, just about before the big conference we had, I told you, but 1 week after that, somebody came and, Rajaga, look at this. I looked at it, I was stunned, This came out of something, a statement Swami had made just before Mahasamadhi. Must be some time ago, I know when he made this. This is what the words behind this. It says, you are my own, dearer than dear to me. I will protect you as the eyelids protect the eye. I will never leave you, and you can never leave me. Can you imagine him saying that before Mahasamadhi? I can never leave you, and you can never leave me. Be happy. There's no need to worry about anything. Whatever is experienced, whatever happens, know that this avatar willed it so. It's as though a voice coming from heaven, after Mahasamadhi. There's no need to worry about anything. Whatever experience, whatever happens, know that this avatar willed it to be so. From today onwards, you must accept love as the very mission of your life. There's no greater mission than this. This message could have been come immediately after Mahasamadhi, voice from heaven telling us this. Okay? So we put it and printed it in this little card and that will give it to all of you. Let me then pass this to our... I'll put it on the altar. Come. Please take one. Remainder leave back. Don't take 10 for your family members. Please leave because then we've got to distribute to others. Yeah, okay. Any question please? Please, any question? Yes, ma.
You say you reminded to tell us the story now?
Which one? Which story?
Moksha story.
Oh, moksha. That's a difficult story, But you see, this is the danger, Jenny. If I tell them so they get moksha, then tomorrow, next time, nobody in the hall to hear the story. All entitled souls. Okay, I'll tell you how to get moksha. But as long as I'm doing this one condition, that you don't really follow this, okay? I'm very sure of that, why? Baba has said so often, you'll never follow. Not you, other fellows never follow. No, why should I worry? So I have no danger of that. Devotees, the moksha story starts with 2 cups of water. Oh, by the way, this cup here is leaking, Okay. Dear devotees, this is our life, Our life is like this cup. This is moksha, how to get moksha. But please don't follow this. Just joking, I'm telling you. My Malaysian man, brother, can you hold me this? Mike. You see this man? I've known him for years and years and years. In Malaysia, he never held a mic for me. Must come all the way to Melbourne for him to help me with a great family, wonderful family. Brother is a fantastic fellow also. A brother, right? Yeah. Right. Though I didn't mention the name, Dear devotees, see, dear devotees, this is us, The cup of our life, is so full of my, that God has no chance to come into our life, You look at yourself, oh, my house, my family, my wife, my children, my father, my mother, my car, my this thing, my harmonium, my singing, my temple, my Sai Baba center, not other place, no. The cup of life so full of no chance for God to come into your life. Okay, look at yourself so well, carry on. But imagine, devotees, if we pour 10% of the Maya for others, then 10% chance God has to come into our life. If we pour 50% of our life for others, we become a person hundreds and thousands we respect, like the Pope and whoever it is. The devotees. But if we pour 100% of our life for others, God fills us totally, and we become an avatar. What is an avatar? Avatar two ways, The descent of divinity is avatar, and the ascent, people rising to divinity, avatar. So once you're totally filled with divinity, people raise their hands and pray to you. The Swami Vivekanandas, Ramana Maharishis, St. Francis of Assisi, all these great souls, people saw the reflection of divinity. The popes, people saw the reflection of divinity in them, and they raised their hands and prayed to them. This is how to become avatar. But no one is asking you to become avatar. Why should somebody pray to you? So at least pour 10%. Okay, 20%. Then give a chance to God to come into your life and help you. And there is an incredible thing, for this called Yoga Shema. I talked about this in the morning. Let me finish that. Let me finish this Yoga Shema. Because it's so relevant for daily life. Okay? So truly spirituality should not be just something, that we just study and clap hands and go home. How many of you heard the word Yoga Shema? 1%, 2%, 3%. Baba has talked about Yoga Shema so often, But love also will help, ever heard, never. All the speeches he gave. Let me just finish the session. I'm sorry to extend it a bit further. Whether I can continue for about 10 minutes? Can? Can?
Yes.
Can. Okay. All right. 10 minutes. Okay. Now, this is very, very vital for our spirituality, this particular thing. Okay. Baba has talked about this word Yoga Shema, Yoga Shema, Yoga Shema so often. Yoga Shema. Dear devotees, this word, one word Yoga Shema is in Sanskrit, is a very powerful, power-packed word. You know what it means? It means, one word means, I was stunned. When Baba told the meaning, I thought he's just sort of generalizing it. Then I saw the Sanskrit thing, my God, exactly meaning. That means, it says here, this Yoga Shema is used by Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, there's one particular verse in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, Ananyas chintayanto mam yajana paryupasade tesham yukta abyuktanam yoga shemam vahamyaham. Now we need not learn all the Sanskrit. I'm not saying just 2 or 3 verses, I know I just throw it out and impress all of you. Okay? But really, that's true. But the real meaning of this word, no. Dedicate yourself to me. Krishna is saying, dedicate yourself to me and do my work. I will look after Yoga Shema. Now, devotees, every person who goes to temple, to church, to mosque, to Puttaparthi, to Sai Center, only one Yoga Shema, Hey God, what I have in life, preserve for me. What I need in life, give me. Just because you break coconut and sing 1 hour bhajan doesn't mean that's going to happen, okay? The divinity, he says, the message is, Baba's talked about this, and Krishna's mentioned, dedicate yourself to me, do my work. Then I'll look at Yoga Shema. This is it, filling the cup, 10% chance, okay, he'll fill you 10%. But another thing now, there's something in what which I talked about the youth, I want to talk about youth earlier. And that is this, Vishnu. We believe Krishna and Rama and Maha is manifestation of Mahavishnu. What is Mahavishnu? The preserver's job. Preserve is generally, is something called Ridha. R-T-A, Ridha. Ridha means actually, it's exactly meaning in the English language like, rhythm. That means to maintain the rhythm of cosmic consciousness. The rhythm of the universe. That's his job. To maintain the rhythm. Ridha. Now, whenever this Ridha, this rhythm of the universe is disturbed, then avatars and godmen and great preachers will come to help set the thing right. All of you know the famous verse in the Gita. What's the verse? Yada yada what? Dharmasya. Wherever unrighteousness rules the world, whenever truth declines, I will incarnate from age to age. That's a famous saying. Now, why would he come? When the rhythm is disturbed, he comes, okay. He comes to re-establish the rhythm. That's all. The question is now, dedicate yourself to me, do my work. Can you help me to rebalance the rhythm? That's all. What's the rhythm? In places where there's great poverty, people are hungry, can you go and help them? In a place where there's big illness, sickness, can you help them? Disasters happen, can you go and help them? But where countries there are no such thing, then can you be a force to help bring back the values of life? Can you bring back love? Can you bring back unity? Can you bring back reverence for parents? All of which is in the scriptures. This love, hope agenda where I'm talking about honor our parents, nothing new. In the Bible, 10 commandments, not 1,000 commandments. 10 commandments, one of it is honor thy father and mother. In Hinduism, what he says, I tell you, there's a Tamil verse for this. Of course, they say Mata, Pita, Gurudev, everyone knows that. Exactly. Okay, but there's a fantastic one in Tamil, it says, I'll tell you meaning in Tamil. Tandai sol mikkador mandiram illai. How many of you know Tamil? Okay, alright. It's okay. Those who don't know Tamil, it's alright. There's a place in heaven for you also. Tandai sol mikkador mandiram illai. That means, no greater mantra than the word of the Father. Father says you do. Who is the one person now that millions worship? Father said he did. Who? Rama. Father said, tomorrow coronation, heaven's sake, Father said, I banish you, go. If Rama had protested one word, finish, we will not be worshipping him. Today, if modern son will tell, Father, take to Supreme Court, what the hell, What's wrong with you? You're trying to deprive me of my inheritance? But those days, Supreme Court, now Supreme Court. So, Tande sol mikkador mandiramillai. But I always tell the youth when I talk like this, and I tell them, but the father must be a normal father, dharmic father. He can't be a drunkard fellow, Hey. Jaga, he said, Tande sol mikkador mandiramillai. Hey, go. Follow the father's word, dharma. Go and buy me a bottle of whiskey. Again, a father, can't be dharmic. So, dharmic father, then dharmic sons. Tandisol mikkador mandramelai. No greater mantra than word of the father. Can you imagine? That is for father. What can beat that? How can mother beat that? Can you what he says? Mother, thayinum siranda koilillai. That means no greater temple than mother. Worship your mother, that's enough. 100% true, Shankara and all these people, Christ. How they honored their parents, okay? Thayinum siranda koilillai. No greater temple than mother. If a mother can stand in front of the altar and say, thank you God for the son, thank you for the daughter, finish. You know to go to temple and break coconut. That's enough. So make them happy. So dear devotees, this is the great challenges of life, okay? The Yoga Shema effect. Therefore, the message we are giving the youth nowadays is this, Hey, Yoga Shema, you haven't got look out to do help you. Why, Baba, I'm praying to Baba, I'm singing Swami bhajan, nothing happening to me. What is that? No, everybody sings bhajan. Devotees, Yoga Shema, dedicate yourself to me, do my work. Help God to retain this rhythm of righteousness, dharma of life. So, dear brothers and sisters, what are they talking about now? Huh? Moksha. So, dear devotees, so, see this, therefore, dear devotees, the Yoga Shema effect, is dedicate, do my work. Then he said, I look after you. And don't worry about getting moksha, I won't say. You don't know what is moksha. You don't mean moksha, very simple. Very simple, moksha. Baba told us, you want moksha. How can you get moksha if you don't know what it is? Moksha means moha shaya. Why shaya? The removal or destruction of attachment is moksha. That's it. I tell you what? I leave my body, got 3 children, leave them, go away. No, I call it the theory of the hot air balloon. The theory of the hot air balloon, you get moksha, the rise to human consciousness, how to get close to God, God up there, how to get close to Him. Everybody is very simple. Get the hot air balloon. Get the hot air balloon. And here the strings here, and then we've got this balloon here, and this big balloon here, hot air, and the fire burning here. Everybody's. That's what people are doing now. How to get moksha? How to rise here to supreme consciousness. Moksha, very simple. The devotees, the fire burning. What we do? We are doing all this, bhajan, study circle, seva, lot of other things you do, Go to Puttaparthi to do Christmas, and Puttaparthi to do Deepavali. Don't do here Christmas, do in Puttaparthi only. Around the world, devotees, Sai to go to Puttaparthi and do a big Christmas celebration. Has ever, in the Western nations, have your Sai movement said doing a massive Christmas program for Christ? At once the world know who you are. But Puttaparthi you go and do. I told Swami, I showed him a picture. And I'm sitting down there, Swami, here you are. They come and do put up big things. I said, in the home countries. All a show, I said, Swami. Anyway, so we're doing all this. The balloon is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but not moving, Why is the balloon not moving? Why do you think the balloon is not moving? Huh? Exactly, because we forget to cut the strings that tie the balloon to the ground. Dear devotees, this thing is moving now. The strings is moving. The strings are what? Anger, jealousy, pettiness, backbiting, All these strings that tying that you can make the balloon will never move, dear devotees. But remove this, at once very fast the balloon will rise. That's all. Remove anger, jealousy, selfishness, backbiting, karma, krodha, lobha, moha, all these things remove it, that's it. The balloon rise. But we don't, but finally what happens? Only even one balloon is, the one string is there, the last string, ego. The balloon will give illusion of movement, but it won't move. Oh, I'm greater than the flow, I want to condemn him, talk bad, That's all manifestation. How does manifest? What is ego? You cannot see ego, you only see manifestation of ego. Anger, jealousy, self, these are all manifestations. Read what it is. That's how you get moksha. Cut the strings. Deva Priti, Pava Bhiti, Sanganidhi. Satyam Bruit, Priyam Bruit, Na Bruit Satyama Priyam. And what is? That's it. Any other questions? Final question before we finish. Does it answer your moksha question, my dear? Thank you. Any other question? Have I answered the moksha question? You see, these are not huge philosophical things, Moksha should be. Moksha is not only for the great philosophers. The man in the street must understand moksha. That's all. Okay, finish? Okay. So let me finish with one final song. Sai Rama Sai Krishna Kali Yuga Avatara Sai Rama Sai Krishna No, I thought I'd sing this song in case you all think Jagadeesan any Indian songs. I sing the Tamil bhajans, but you all don't know Tamil bhajans, so okay. Sai Rama Sai Krishna Kali Yuga Avatara 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 Sai Rama Sai Krishna Shri Sai Sathya Sai Prema Sai Avatara Shri Sai Sathya Sai Prema Sai Avatara Shiva Shakti Avatara Shiva Shakti Avatara Narayana Avatara प्रशांति वासा ये भगवान
प्रशांति वासा हे भगवान
प्रशांति वासा ये भगवान
प्रशांति वासा हे भगवान
कलियुग अवतारा
कलियुग अवतारा
साई 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 राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा
साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा
साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा
साई राम साई कृष्ण
कलियुग अवतारा साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा
साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा
शिरडी साई सत्य साई प्रेम साई अवतारा
शिरडी साई सत्य साई प्रेम साई अवतारा
शिव शक्ति अवतारा
शिव शक्ति अवतारा
नारायण अवतारा कलियुग अवतारा
नारायण अवतारा कलियुग अवतारा
नारायण अवतारा कलियुग अवतारा
नारायण अवतारा कलियुग अवतारा
पुट्टपति नाथा हे भगवान
पुट्टपतिनाथा हे भगवान
प्रशांति वासा ये भगवान
शांति वासा हे भगवान
प्रशांति वासा ये भगवान
शांति वासा हे भगवान
कलियुग अवतारा
कलियुग अवतारा
साई कलियुग अवतारा
साई कलियुग
All together, Sai Baba. Sai Rama, Sai Krishna,
कलियुग अवतारा
Sai Rama, Sai Krishna,
कलियुग अवतारा साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग
One more time.
साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा साई राम साई कृष्ण कलियुग अवतारा साई राम साई कृष्ण
कलियुग अवतारा ओम शांति जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी के थैंक यू Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. And a big hand for the beautiful musicians here, okay? Incredible, incredible. I never heard the songs they like before, and they played so fantastically. Thank you. Dear devotees, I'm going to wear this fair only 3 times. My wife will come up with me, and after that I like to I like to come, and then can I invite those of you who are going to lead the Sai mission to the next level, okay? Please come forward and take the light, because the light of light you show to Swami, Swami, I will move the light.
Of the universe is here, Swami Sathya Sai is here. Come to save devotees everywhere, come to save his children everywhere. Born in Putrapati, the Lord of the universe is here. Come in twinkle like the moon, shining with divine inner light, filling all with bliss every side. He is always serving those in need, answering the prayers of his devotee, giving grace to you and me. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, you are Guru God himself. Mother, you are everything to us. Father, you are everything to us. You are the divine primal energy, manifest in all that we ever see. You are the one reality, the Lord of the universe is here. Sai, with the sacred form of all universal radiance divine, please accept this offering of mine. Flame of love that burns within my heart, meaning we can never be apart. You and I are ever one. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, 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 Om Satya Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, Narayana. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, 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 Om Satya Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, Narayana. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, 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 Om Satya Narayana, Narayana, Om Satya Narayana, Narayana. The Lord of the universe is here. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai